Such news, sire, do I bring with me, of a great challenge and 4 young men who have accomplished it. The quest you would hardly dream possible. I will tell you how the moon has guided their destinies, making them worthy of this great deed. The knight conceived in the 13th moon lived in honor and happiness. Everything he undertook met with success. Jean de Saint-Arc was born to be a success, his conception being in the 13th moon. The knight conceived under the 28th moon was complex and unusual, sometimes rather rash. Ranieri de Panico was obviously one whose conception was in the 28th moon. The knight conceived under the 23rd moon was kindly and benevolent to people. Nevertheless, he was the victim of dark sorcery. Giacomo de Altogiovanni's conception was in the 23rd moon, you see. And the knight conceived under the 1st moon. Only those who admired his skill in warfare gained his regard. Vanni delle Rondini was conceived by the 1st moon. And there was a knight conceived under the 5th moon, a young knight filled with wonder, Simon of Clarendon. The world as he saw it was always being newly recreated. Only you shall know of the quest of these knights, sire. Be assured there is joy in what I have to tell.
Our noble lord the Emperor has come in answer to your prayer.
My name is Giovanni da Cantalupo. I've been sent here to speak to Father Gianni by King Louis of France, under whose protection I travel.
You may ask what you want of my lord.
We have heard reports that certain knights who died here returning from the Holy Land may have had a holy relic, and all who saw it revered it as the cloth in which the body of our dearest Lord was laid to rest. The shroud carries an indelible impression of his face and is proof that his resurrection was genuine. My dedication to the search for this relic over the years is such that I have been excused my ecumenical obligation to say Mass again. I journeyed here when it was proposed that I should come for help to you, as it is realized that no one's knowledge of this empire is as great as yours. Where should I search for the prize that has eluded me till now?
Seek out the king's servant to bake bread on stones for him.
The battle was fought there, at Mansoura. A few of us swam to safety, to a small strip of sand in the middle of the river. There we found protection from the Greek fire and the arrows that showered down on us. The great master of the temple was hit in the eye. An arrow pierced his head, excruciating agony. The bleeding would not stop. With his last breath, he pulled me towards him. He wanted to tell me a secret at all costs that I was to share only with the king.
What secret?
It involved a person very dear to the king. That very night, William of Sonark died. I was saved by the king, who made us wade through that stretch of water. I owe my life to him. Yet I've never found the courage to tell him what I knew.
And now?
That very same king has gone back down there to fight the infidels. In this letter, I transcribed what was confided to me on that terrible night. Nobody will be able to free the Holy Land, not even Louis of France. Thanks to this revelation, he may be able to come back to his subjects with something so holy and venerable that he would merit eternal thanks. You have never left this land. You have never known combat. But my weapons will be with you. King Louis himself blessed them. They will protect you.
My life is ending, and I have not taken Jerusalem.
Heaven and God's mercy await you. Your son, the Comte d'Hérisson, is here.
I want to be laid on the ground. To be laid on the ground.
His Highness wishes to be laid on the ground.
France, beloved country. Today our joy is suddenly changed into overwhelming grief.
Simon de la Marche, sire.
Jean de Béthisy, your surgeon.
I am Pierre de Laon, your chamberlain.
I am your second shoemaker.
Hugh Portchap.
Milan Patus, I read your psalms.
Jacques Labadie, who lights the lanterns.
Giovanni, a man who fulfills his every promise.
Guillaume, who dresses you. Gerard Rousset, who sharpens your sword.
Antoine Gramat, who serves your wine. Death has stung his heart. It is the youngest knight in the camp who is to perform this honorable task.
Once, when I was a boy, like you, I spoke to your king. Oh, yes. He'd come to pray to St. Mary Magdalene at Vézelay because he wanted her help to eradicate heresies. So I offered to help him. He mustn't have noticed my fragile body or the poverty of my spirit. He spoke of the true Christ and said, "You find me the greatest, most precious relic which belonged to him, that proves both his death and resurrection. Then I can put to an end all the dissent in France and rout its heretics. Since then, I have dedicated every day of my life to the search, and I shall find it somewhere."
We have come all the way here to kill the infidels, but we have not even saddled horses, and tomorrow we already have to prepare for our return home. My father had to sell his home and drying house to arm me. For a huntsman at Montpensier, it seemed like a great investment to have some fighting alongside the king.
You managed, though, to become one of the knights.
The king had been losing much weight as of late. He vomited everything he ate, but he hungered for a flat bread made with flour and water that he ate when he went hunting with his father in our forests. Everyone calls it porter's bread. So one morning, I brought it to him, and he ate it with little bites. As he chewed, it was as if he had gone back to his youth. That is why I asked if I would like to follow him overseas.
You made the king flat bread, yes?
In the woods, the hunter's way.
But how do you bake it there?
On hot stones, taken from a fire. Why?
So that's how it's done, bread, eh? He makes the king's bread on stones.
I think I had better go to sleep.
You're the one. You're the boy. The miracle from God. You are the chosen one who can succeed. Perhaps put hope back into me again. The holy quest. Don't go away.
The master wants you.
Stay right here. Make sure no one touches it.
Close the door. The sword you're working on is for a young man who'll start earning his keep this coming spring. Whether he kills or is killed depends on this weapon.
I know.
It must be ready for St. Aurelian's Day.
It will be ready. But you shall be the one to finish it.
No. I have taught you how every sword has a soul, and how you have to seek it out by beating. But there is one last secret that I have kept for myself. How to make a blade that doesn't ever yield. A sword that can only triumph. Are you afraid?
No.
Piss of pregnant women and the excrement of wild geese. Here, today, you will become a master swordsman. Do you still want to stay?
Yes.
You have to repeat everything I say, even if you don't understand the meaning. Nema. Olan. Asam.
Nema. Ola. Aso.
Run away. They are coming for you.
Are you Rolando de Gesso, swordmaker?
I am.
There are 3 women from Stagno and the Prior of Suchida who accuse you of having invoked the devil in this forest of the Priorate.
He has admitted to having bound several people to the devil by having them repeat the Pater Noster backwards and spit on an upside-down cross, thereby generating many evils, such as the invasion of rats, hailstones on the harvest.
If you attack me like that, I can hit you on your right side because it is completely exposed. Try again. I yield. Now you are armed. Just like you have always dreamed. What I need now is a peerless sword. One that will never break. And then I will be ready for whoever wants me to slay the man who stole his pig or his daughter's virginity.
The vanguards of the King of France!
But they have stolen everything already! There is nothing to steal and no one left to kill. Notary, the appraiser, 2 attorneys, 6 crossbowmen. They let me live because I'm not worth anything to them.
And who would they be?
The Counts of Panico, or the rapacious wolves, as everyone calls them. They have control over the valley. Difficult to pass by.
Panico!
The Counts of Panico no longer exist! You have to call us rapacious wolves!
We beg your protection since we have to cross this valley.
And if this permission were denied?
We come from the Holy Land, a rabble of mountain folk. Certainly do not scare us.
You come from defeat. Maybe we're mountain folk who have never seen a real court or a real joust. Would like to tell everyone we defeated the French army. Wouldn't we? Yeah!
I have what you're looking for.
What has happened here? We killed the master. And everything is lost. But today is Saint Aurelian's day. And as promised, it is ready. Try it. But promise me that if the sword doesn't disappoint you, that if after you have put it to the test, if you're certain of his strength, then
if you're convinced that there is no other sword as strong as this.
What?
Promise you will not abandon me. Promise you will keep me as your squire. And you will protect me.
Give it to me.
Your promise.
This sword. This is your work. You are capable of this.
Yes. But I need your protection.
There he is! There! I told you so! There!
What are you accusing him of?
It is none of your business.
You promised.
You have encamped more than 1,000 men and animals down by the Field of Crows, and contaminated our waters with your sick.
All we ask is permission to cross your land, Grace.
We don't have enough for 1,000 animals to graze.
We have money to pay.
Our horses do not eat coins.
He backs!
But fortunately his teeth haven't grown in yet. Tomorrow we will let you pass, but take that cross off. They say that in many places you have passed through, there have been miracles.
On the road to Monreale, a woman who was in labor for 15 days and sure to die was saved.
It's the bones of the saintly king. Tonight his bones will rest in the crypt of the monastery of Stale. so our infirm will have the opportunity to ask for miracles.
Well, tell me the truth.
They did.
Then, why did they want to capture you? They have killed 3 men for you. He made you take a vow. Did he make you seal a pact? He made you seal a pact, did he?
You have your sword. It's the most powerful sword there is. And someone made it for you. It's all I know. Someone had to learn how. Someone had to. The Lord of Panico orders that all the monasteries send monks and nuns so they may sing a solemn mass this evening in Stale for the suffrage of the King of the Franks. Has a new one arrived? What do they call you?
Odilia.
And where do you come from, Odilia?
Trepio.
Don't move away. At least, hold one of my fingers. It is not poisonous. None of my fingers on this hand is poisonous. You see, the poisonous hand saved you.
God is with you.
I'm traveling toward the Holy Land. I can chop wood for you in exchange for shelter.
The Holy Ghost has sent you. On the roof, there is an assassin who is profaning our novice. There is an assassin who is profaning our youngest novice. Up there, up there. Be careful. Quick, faster. This way. Oh, come. Oh, there, in the back. God be with you.
In the name of the Holy Father, leave that virgin alone.
Who says so?
I, Simon, son of Hugo of Clarendon. Free her.
It will be difficult for me to forgive you. I was just coming to the most pleasurable part of the matter.
You have many women of the world to make it up with.
No, I can make it up with you! I have no choice but to rip your tongue out and cut off your hands for having assailed me with your words and weapons. What is this?
It is for the King of France. Only I may deliver it to him. They will kill you if you dare open it. You should not have done that.
Someone who can read! Immediately! Or I'll set the monastery on fire.
I know how to read a little.
Prove it to me then. Read!
Sire, only now that I know you are exposed to yet other perils in the Holy Land, do I find the courage to tell you what was revealed to me in Mansoura by the Lord of Somak on his deathbed. during the sack of Constantinople, the Holy Shroud, the most precious and most desired relic in the universe.
Give me that letter.
He saved himself from a far worse hand.
You must give back the autoclaves and the ornaments of the Church of Manu!
They are ours! Bequeathed to us by the Abbot of Vigo!
Put down that weapon for your own good! I want you to surrender! Don't make me fight back!
Take them back to your state! Please! Please!
Blessed Lord is with thee, blessed art thou among women, and blessed is the fruit of thy womb, Jesus.
Now, come here. Here.
I must reveal a grave matter to you. I must reveal a grave matter to you. I must confess a very grave matter.
This letter reveals where the most precious relic in the universe is hidden overseas.
No one believes in such quests anymore. Whoever even talks about the Holy Land is considered mad. Even by priests.
But finding this relic means becoming the most powerful man on Earth. We can ask for anything we want. We can leave these mountains, escape my father's rule. We can travel north, following the jousts. We will have a new woman every day of the year.
You will never find anyone willing to follow you.
And yet, I have already found someone.
Who?
You. They denounced you to my father for having massacred the Archpriest of Sparvo. By dawn tomorrow morning, all his men will be after you. Think of it.
You must come immediately.
Where?
Get up. It's the moment we've been awaiting for so long.
Are you French?
Yes?
You must warn your king right away. The letter that was stolen from me was for him. I swore on my life that I would deliver it to him personally. It contains information of extraordinary importance.
Our good king is dead.
I don't believe you.
It is so. He died many months ago in Tunisia.
It's not true. You're trying to trick me. Who are you?
We are escorting the king's bones to Paris.
I've been traveling for months. All the way from England to here. I had no idea.
In the letter which was taken from you, it appears that the holiest of all the most holy of relics is with the king's enemies, hidden in the Duchy of Thebes in a mysterious and secret place. Is that right? And the letter is now in the hands of godless men. And who knows what is happening? Perhaps already they are on the way to get that holiest of objects for evil purposes.
What is your name, knight?
Jean de Saint-Acre.
Sir Jean, if you're ready for such a difficult task, I must face a nearly impossible one.
What?
Put me in the saddle, possibly without killing me.
Take this. It is the body of the Lord Christ. Whichever of you may chance to lay hands on the holy relic should be purified by the holy sacrament.
Are you sure you can make it?
I'm sure.
We ask for soup and shelter for the night. We're traveling to the Holy Land.
As a guarantee, we have this secret missive given to us by the King of the Franks.
An earthquake. Lucky the house of the Lord is built on the rock.
Auribus percipe obsecrationem.
They are knights who are searching for the relic of the deposition.
How bizarre that the arrival of men who are setting out on such a venerable quest should be announced by an earthquake, an instrument of evil. Where do you come from?
From the lands of Panico and Stania.
Only a few days back, near those lands, the great power of Satan showed himself. You should not have chosen him for a traveling companion in a quest that should be blessed by heaven. Ever since you let that horrible scoundrel into this holy house of God, I smelled his stench. And I am not the only one. There was a lark or sparrow that fluttered about in here. I think that poisonous fetor has stopped his innocent flight forever.
Here it is.
We are knights, purified in fasts.
How many of you are there?
Two knights.
There aren't only two of you. Even a poor blind man can see through your lie.
My squire is here. He is specialized in sword making.
So, he is a blacksmith. I had no doubts. He's hiding over there, isn't he?
Yes, he is over there.
You must have a tongue, so you can speak your name.
Giacomo di Alta Giovanni.
Have you been baptized?
Yes.
It will not be very difficult for you to make a sign of the cross and repeat, I, with this sign, confirm that I am a son of the Christ, who, after his terrible sufferings, died for me on Calvary. Has he made the sign?
No.
He is unable to. The devil is impeding him. You are bound to Satan. Are you bound to him? They may be let free as long as they leave the monastery this very night. If they have horses and weapons, they should be given to them only when they reach the other side of the bridge of Numana.
What of him?
We will tell the Lord of Afania tonight, so that he may be present at his interrogation. A possessed man who becomes a knight's page is certainly out of the ordinary. He might arouse suspicion.
I swear on Christ and all the saints that we had no idea. He tricked us.
Is that true?
Of course it is true. He did not know a thing.
Is that true?
On the other side of the sea are we surrounded? Targets of their crossbows! Are there 100 of them or is there just one man? Where are you? Where are they hiding? Where are they hiding?
You must go on alone. I'm an impediment to you. It's important that I tell you everything. Many men belonging to the king's circle, secretly bound to heresy, said that they used the relic in blasphemous rituals. The relic is now in the hands of a descendant of De La Roche.
Amaury de la Roche. He was the king's favorite.
To reach Thebes.
Yes.
The princess. She's missing a hand and a foot.
Who are you? Who are you?
Pilgrims. We are pilgrims.
No pilgrims go around with weapons and horses like those. You are people who fight. You are paid to fight your own kind. Drop your weapons.
Is he dead?
I think so.
Keep your aim on him.
He knows how to resuscitate the dead.
Where is the lame one?
Over here.
What is that? A love charm?
No. The Eucharist.
Is he your brother?
No.
Only she can bring you back to the world of the living. You have to bless her. She is the one who is giving you life. Now, it's time to pray.
I am English. I am English. Where am I?
Not in heaven.
So God did not want me with his angels.
No. He knows that I need you for this quest.
You have brought me back to life. Can ask anything you want from me.
Well, I ask you to be humble and merciful with everyone, especially your enemy, like God was with you this past night. Will you be able to do that?
I want to be able.
May God be with you.
Is it he?
There are 2 other horses with saddles, so he is not alone.
Where are the others?
Let us first take care of him.
No. Let us wait for the others.
We will never have another chance like this.
Are you the ghost of the night who fell from a roof over 12 arms high?
God has imposed this trial of humility on me.
What trap is this?
No trap.
This is for you. Think of it as the end of your world. If you pass this line, you will be dead.
I will use it to genuflect on. As if it were the threshold to your soul. And I will stay here until you accept my pardon.
You are mad.
I swear. Even if it is for an entire year. Whether winter or summer.
You are mad.
Stop!
You too?
Stop!
We will lose him forever.
No, we will not lose him.
Why did you not kill me? I have come back to ask you. Why did you not bash my head in? You can do it now. Go ahead. You can kill me and take back your letter. Is that not what you want? Our adventure is over and done with. Whatever. What does the half-demented blacksmith mean to him anyway? Nothing. I swore on the wounds of Christ that my friend has nothing to do with people who invoke the devil. I wanted to make him to the most honored knight in the world, and instead, I brought him to this dunghill to get killed. You come from the north. The joust. The real ones. You must have seen hundreds, right?
Right.
And there is a cheer that is shouted before the final battle. Is that right?
Let us go and bring victory home. Is that the one you mean?
Yes. Let us go and bring victory home.
May God know how to forgive you for the great offense you have brought upon him.
Vinegar. He saved us.
He was the one that saved you. Without his courage, you'd not be here.
Why, tonight there will be a hunt for us.
We have to leave as soon as possible.
Together we might be able to make it. Separated, never.
We cannot join forces with just anyone.
You do not intend to share what you find with anyone. Am I right?
There will be nothing to share.
No one can know of our quest.
So there will not be any reward whatsoever.
Yes, there will be a reward. We will have fulfilled the wish of a king. May our Lord God protect you.
May God protect you.
Hold him tight. Keep him still.
Let us turn back.
I recognize you! I recognize you! Stop there! Do not move! I know that one! He knocked down Mimo de Trecentola!
You're ordered to stop where you are!
Disarm yourselves!
Disarm yourselves!
And if we do save him,
What?
then we will join forces with you. All of us.
Through that night! We cannot take someone with us who has denied Christ without making some rules.
What rules?
You can take him with you as your servant, but he's not to address a word to us. Nor is he to share our water, mount our horses, nor touch our beds. He can fight only with weapons that do not belong to a knight's arsenal, owning neither sword, nor lance, nor spurs.
If he is killed, he will not be buried. And each of us will forget the name he was given in baptism, which, by denying Christ, he has lost forever.
These are difficult rules.
He has to be willing to accept them. Does he not?
also my half-brother Melzo. Find him. He will lead the hunt.
Here he is.
The woods of the Ringdove and the Fiumara mill will be yours. Kill those men. You will be perpetual lord of those lands.
The stable of the colts.
Well, I cannot be found.
We are lost.
Who are you?
Pilgrims. We are seeking shelter just for the night.
You are not pilgrims. You are possessed. We will not hurt you. We will just sleep here tonight. Before they break tomorrow, we will go.
We swear to you on Christ resurrected.
Don't you utter that holy name.
It is open again.
Yes.
We need to clean it.
I'll do it later.
We cannot afford to lose our house now.
I know.
Impossible.
Are we lost?
The Lord wants to confuse us.
Too late.
No holy quest would leave behind such carnage and devastation.
What if the great Lord proved to you that we are indeed those chosen men?
How?
With a sign.
What sign?
Any sign.
And you'd be the one asking for the sign.
Is that the sign we asked for?
This time of night, the sea just spews them up. You're lost.
How did you know?
People don't usually come through here. They come only if they're lost.
Why?
Fear.
Of what?
Come.
Who are they?
Fighters for the Holy Land.
How many of them are there?
No one can say. Even Delfinello has stopped counting. He'll be happy to see you. Once, there were more than 600 sick men in here, with more arriving every minute. Now, that poor man is all there is left. But he won't last long.
Who is he?
He says he was a nobleman in the retinue of the Count of Nevers, but he was captured by the Saracens and thrown alive into a well to die. He is Delfinello da Coversano. They are looking for a way to cross the sea.
For what reason?
To cleave to an oath.
If you were here, then you must have crossed the field of the dead.
Only a minority of almost dead were knights.
Most were tailors, carpenters, bakers, spice sellers, dyers, butchers, priests, innkeepers,
Judges, blacksmiths,
peasants. They all left from here, from these beaches. They all had to maintain a promise. An oath. I brought many of them down there with my ship. And they all had to maintain a promise. Every night, the infidels shot a Greek fire against our ships. Most of our ships were in ashes. And that was how the first men started back by land. An endless procession of strays. Hungry, terrified, plague-stricken men. If that is what the Lord wants, I promised him that if he would save me and my ship, I would spend the rest of my life trying to save those desperate souls.
She made my quest possible. She and I are no longer of use to anyone. We're both dying together.
course. I even followed him overseas.
My father was the huntsman at Montpensier. The Count and his friends were often guests of the king.
The head huntsman, his name was Tarak.
I am his son.
The huntsman's son? At Thebes, on the road to Kretschmann.
I do not understand you.
On the road to Kretschmann.
Yes, on the road of Kretschmann.
At evening, on the last Friday of every month, she sits with 4 ladies in the carriage, and they stare at her in the eyes. They always look at her in the eyes. She is the one.
Is she the princess? Is she missing a hand and a foot?
No one will know who she is.
Is she the princess we must follow? Is she the princess we must follow?
Is she the one who will lead us to the hiding place we are looking for?
He's dead.
The sign. What? The sign. Understand? The sign we were looking for. Now our quest is truly possible.
So he came and took his body. Nicodemus also, who had at first come to him at night, came, bringing a mixture of myrrh and aloes, about 100 pound weight. They took the body of Jesus, bound it in, listen, bound it in a linen cloth with spices.
Make them smaller, tighter.
Tomorrow we'll know if we've done a good job.
Does it hold?
It holds.
We'll wait here for the right wind. Be ready to catch it.
Her name was Eliette. she looked after the flocks. Whenever I went to her pastures, she would say, "Blessed be your footsteps." And I would say to her, "I see a lovely meadow, and I rest my sword there."
You dared say that? And what did she say?
No man will rest his sword in my room until he has killed 100 men for every fort. And I fell in love with her to the deepest confines of her purity. Until she gave birth to a son during the cherry season.
A son?
Whose was it?
Not mine, that is certain.
I have a second cousin by the name of Mingardina, whom I will marry before my 30th year.
What is she like?
Everyone says she's beautiful.
You have never seen her?
Yes, I have. On her 7th birthday, she already knew how to spell all the saints of the calendar. Your turn.
In Clarendon, every summer, a girl comes from the Countess of Salisbury's retinue. Her name is Annie Morton. She has the longest, reddest hair I've ever seen before. People come from all around just to stare at her hair. So do I. When she mends her mistress's stockings, I always come to talk to her. But I always stare at her hair. Not sure if this is love.
In Panico, there are 8 babies who look like me. And at least that many in Magona. And no fewer than 4 in Castel di Cassia and at the Laguna. I'm not so sure whether this is love either.
Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo and terra. Adveniat regnum tuum, fiat voluntas tua, sicut in cielo and terra.
Set sail in the name of God! Pull it tighter! Tighter!
This is madness.
It will be fine.
Take care of him.
It is my turn.
That is the star to set the prow by, huh? Your squire. He did a fine job. I couldn't have done without him, but there's something peculiar about him.
What?
Every time he finds himself in the presence of something holy, he retreats. Even yesterday at Mass, he went to hide.
He has not been with us long. I cannot tell you much about him.
He's carrying a great weight. He's bound to a pact that keeps him silent.
tyranny of abuse.
Land! We are approaching land!
We have to hide our weapons.
He suspects something.
How do you know?
He asked me a lot of questions last night, and every question regarded him.
Satan has confused him by offering him incomparable power. Now he dominates him.
Giacomo is not like that. Tell him. He almost never slept, so that we could put his ship to sea.
If he is here on this ship, it is only to prevent you from reaching your goal, and to see you all fall in a most atrocious defeat.
Should we kill him?
There is one possibility left, but I've only seen it done. It's extremely dangerous.
Let us try. Giacomo! What? Water's coming in. Down in the hold, it could be a leak. There's no one at the helm. What do you want to do to me? I promise you will protect me!
You promised!
We have to bleed him.
How?
A tiny wound, so his infected blood may gush forth. In the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Satan! I command you to leave this man who was baptized in the Lord in the name of Giacomo, after Jesus' dear friend and apostle, James. Come out! Do not attempt to hide in his soul, in his spirit, or in his clothes, leaving his head, his hair, his forehead, his eyes, his mouth, his breath, and his thoughts, his legs, his feet, his nails, his anus, his back, his organ, his marrow, and all his bones.
I can't stand it. I can't. Free me. Free me. Ah! Ah!
For the holiness and sake of our quest, it is best that the Greek know nothing of whom we are hiding down here. If he continues like this, he'll most certainly die.
We know how to find water in the most rocky of territories, and how to soothe tempests from the harvest. In these parts, the water only answers us. So they came to Epirus, where they sent us Greeks, to look for me. You can't build anything, not a monastery, not a royal palace, if you're not certain to find water. After 3 years spent in the city of Thebes, my task was completed. But I knew of too many underground tunnels that I had seen dug, and fate had it that I saw something that I shouldn't have. I couldn't any longer fool myself to believe they would let me live. So I escaped. But today those men found me.
Where do these tunnels lead?
They say when they invaded our land, galleys came loaded with all the treasures they were able to plunder from Byzantium. But something holy and mysterious was initially kept in the monastery of Daphne in the street of Elefsis.
And the reason?
No one knows. Miracle, magic, aiding battles, but a few noblemen of the court of France decided to hide it from the discreet eyes forever.
Might you remember the names of these nobles?
The Prior of France, as he preferred to be called.
Ammar de Roche.
They say that during the Holy War, he made secret agreements with infidels to force the knights who follow him to forswear Christ and spread heresy.
What did you see that you shouldn't have seen?
How to find the way through the labyrinth.
Among the roads that lead to Thebes, is there one called the Road of Kirites?
How do you know that?
Does it exist?
It's the road that leads to Thessaly. You're not taking me back to my people, are you?
You are taking me back to my people. They will capture you and make you tell them what I told you. They will blind me and quarter me. You can't take me back to them. Please.
We have arrived. We have arrived. How is it possible that we cannot find any horses?
That is what they told us. And they seemed like good people. Tomorrow we can try on the other bank of the canal.
But the Greek warned us we wouldn't find them easily.
Where is he?
Who saw him last?
He was on the deck, crying and maybe praying that they would not come back for him.
He is not here!
He didn't want to suffer even a moment in these parts. He was too scared.
He's probably trying to get back to his people. Perhaps he'll succeed this time.
What if he fell right back into the hands of those men to betray us?
From the calculations we made, the last Friday of the month is in 6 days. We are on dangerous ground. If we cannot find horses in time, we will be forced to give up and go back empty-handed. They fear that you are lying. They decided to free you only on our way back.
Who goes there?
It's me. What are you doing with that bow? You don't want to kill me after all the trouble you went to save me.
Why did you disappear?
For my good and yours, since you brought me here, it's best we don't stay long.
What do you mean?
I went to find out how to reach that road without running to any dangerous guard posts.
And have you found out how?
There is a shortcut that leads directly to the road of Kiritis. I drew it here. It's impossible to get lost with this.
Help! Help!
Look for their weapons!
Here they are!
They killed them.
That's not possible. It is not possible. No one was ever under there. I would have known.
Then you will have no problem going down there.
Why me? After all I've done for you.
You swore there wasn't anyone else. There is nothing to fear, right?
Fine. If you don't want to come up, we'll kill your companions one by one. Well,
which one first?
That one. He looks the most important. If you don't come up, we'll throw his head down to you. That way you won't feel so lonely. Ready to catch it? Stop!
No. That's mine. Give it to me.
Now we have too many horses.
Lord, we are here close to you, asking you to absolve the sins of this difficult day and to save the souls of our enemies. from the flames of hell.
You go over there. I will follow the river. We will meet back here before sunset.
Who are you?
I am lost. I am looking for someone from these parts who may help me.
What kind of help do you seek?
The road to Kerates. Do you know it?
No one has called it that for years. Only those from Thessaly, who make the fires of enchanters.
Do you know where I may find this road?
Many who have gone down that road have never come back.
How may I reach it?
Cross that mountain, with the sun at your back, you'll find a wood of larches. Cross that with the sun in your eyes, and you'll find yourself on the road to Kerates.
Are you alone in there? Is there not anyone in there to protect you?
I don't need any protection.
But at night, they will come to molest you.
That won't happen.
Why not, if I may ask?
Because this is the Garden of Paradise.
How did it become the garden?
With the prayers I've recited, and I continue to recite.
Besides praying, what will you do?
I will give you this sash that I have woven myself in this sacred garden, so that it may protect you.
From this day forth, and every day to come, I shall be your knight. What is your father's name? You must have had a father, and he must have had a name.
I don't know. He told me he was called Alto Giovanni.
Do you recognize the loyalty and the value of the knights that are about to accomplish this difficult quest?
Yes.
Come off this ship.
Me?
You. Kneel down. Giacomo di Alto Giovanni, by the power of the saints and the warrior archangels, and as firstborn and heir to the lordship of Clarendon, to reward the courage you have shown in battle, We would like to invite you to join us in our quest by making you a knight.
Now we shall go and bring victory home!
This is the word of Curtis.
Is it this the one?
Those are his knights. We have to be wary of them.
Princess.
The princess!
She's here! over here.
Amoite la roche.
Didu entemake autois tempia, kai agetur esten, debaio.
Only one of us who has been purified may touch the holy object. You Many signs are showing that you are the chosen one. Hurry!
First they whipped him, then they wove a crown of thorns, placed it on his head. They spat on him, punched, slapped him. And then they brought him to the place called Kolossal, where he was crucified.
Our land. No one can intimidate us now. You see here?
Yes, it is here. We are back. We are back. We have returned. With their help, we succeeded in our quest.
What do you want?
To see Jeannot de Plume, he was my commander in the war in Tunisia.
We thought you were dead. Killed by one of those barbarians.
No, I am not dead.
trust him, he can help me.
Well, he suggests the Lord of Shani.
Do you know him?
No, but he knows that he is very close to the new king. He will be at Troyes for the Fair of Martyrs to preside over a chapter of abbots.
We have to trust him.
Yes, we must trust him.
And if it is a trap?
Well, it will be too late then, won't it?
Would there be a way to save ourselves?
Yes. Kill them all.
Is that your commander? Yes, and the one next to him is certainly Geoffroy de Charny.
Do you recognize anyone who may be potentially dangerous?
No, I don't think so.
Let's not make them wait.
Here they are.
My lords, come quench your thirst in this fountain, that the water may sanctify such a glorious day for our faith.
Go ahead, drink.
So you have accomplished this quest all alone?
We would like to reveal some information we have discovered regarding some high dignitaries of the court of France. You promised to keep it a secret.
No need to fear them. They're only here for the safety of what you are entrusting us.
We do not have it here.
You do not have it here? And where is it then if you intend to show it to us?
Not here.
Has something troubled you so much that you have changed your plans?
We will deliver it tomorrow. Here. At the same time tomorrow.
You'd better have not taken us from our important affairs, only to make fun of us.
We have no intention of doing so.
The agreement was that there would not be any others.
I'll politely tell them to leave us when it is time. But you have to prove to me that you haven't lied.
We have not lied.
It is my fault. It is my fault.
There are many, many names.
Yes. And Ammar de la Roche is among them. You are the most precious of all of us. Only you will be believed if you tell the truth. You must go immediately.
No, can't possibly do that.
You must.
I'm not leaving you.
You should go, you should.
No! What are you doing?
Go!
I don't want to abandon you. No, I don't want to leave you. What? Where? But I don't want to go. No! Please! Oh! No! No!
This is what they are waiting for out there. They may be satisfied for a while, giving us time to get away.
All Christianity will be grateful.
Keep it hidden in a place that only you know of for some time before showing the king.
They are here for us.
There are so many of them because they're scared of us.
Sir, they're going to kill us all.
We will kill them, sir. Do not forget our ferocious audacity.
You have to learn not to count your enemies.
I have to learn not. I love you, sirs. I swear that my sword will stand of elbows against you.
I love you, knights, as I love my own heart.
I love you too. I will take all your fears upon me.
You never told us of the woman you love. Now that you're a knight, you can reveal your story to your equals.
Girl from Lagoon, by the name of Agnese. She refused me because I was a dyer. So I decided to become a blacksmith. She refused me again. She is the woman I love.
Now you are a knight. She will want you.
I hope so.
We are about to battle the great knights of France, the noblest knights of the noblest of kingdoms. Our dream has come true! Ah! Ah! Ah!
Let us bring victory!
Sire, the quest so dear to your heart is over. Those brave knights have achieved my promise to you. And I hope that in this holy place their names can be remembered, and that they can share their slumbers with you. May their names and memories rest with yours in peace. Rest in peace.
A girl from Lagoon, by the name of Agnese. She is the woman I love.
Now you are a knight. She will want you.
I love you, sirs. I swear that my sword will stand up all blows against you.
I love you.
I love you too. But I will take all your fears upon me.
We are about to meet the great knights of France. Our dream has come true. Let us bring victory on!
dead.